My sister called me on a Tuesday and asked for $38,000 from my savings so she could close on a house. I said no. 2 hours later, my dad texted me, co-sign her mortgage or don't come back. By midnight, I had locked every account she could touch, bought a one-way ticket to Barcelona, and woke up to 57 missed calls. I was 32, 8 years into consulting, finally landing the international contract I'd worked my ass off for, visa approved, start date set, apartment exit plan ready. My sister knew all that and still used her sweet voice like this was some family emergency. We're short just $38,000. Dad said you have around $70,000 saved. Like my life was a backup wallet she could open whenever she felt entitled. When I reminded her that money was my career runway, she laughed at my European adventure and told me to delay it for her real future. That was always her thing. Borrow, promise, never repay. She took my birthday cash as a kid and called it temporary. She used my car, returned it damaged, and acted offended when I asked for repair money. Every time she messed up, the family called it stress. Every time I set a boundary, they called it selfish. Dad called next, already on her side. Your sister is building something stable. You're chasing contracts like a college kid. I said, I'm not giving her my savings. He hung up like I had betrayed the bloodline. Then came the text that changed everything. Sign off on her mortgage, or don't bother coming back. I read it once, then again, next, my hands went cold. After that, I opened my banking apps. Again, another shock. She was still an authorized user on my card. Then I saw almost $7,000 in recent charges. Next, boutique shops, restaurants, spa packages. After that, I called fraud, removed her, and froze everything. I found she was listed as beneficiary on one of my accounts from an old temporary favor. I removed her. I changed every password, every recovery email, every security question. I added verbal passcodes to my investment accounts. At midnight, I emailed my immediate family. I was relocating. I would not fund the down payment. I would not co-sign, and all financial access was over. Not negotiable. By morning, my phone looked insane. 7 calls, 34 texts, 12 voicemails. My sister went from rage to begging in one night. You ruined our future. Please, we're family. You'll come crawling back. My dad left cold messages about me being cut off. My mom cried and said I was cruel. I almost cracked until I remembered being 14, saving for a school trip, and half my cash disappearing after my sister took it. My mom's response back then was, share with your sister. People got recruited to pressure me. Cousins, family friends, random numbers, but cracks in their story showed fast. A cousin quietly told me my sister had been running the same victim script for years. My brother-in-law's own brother told me their credit was a mess and I'd be crazy to co-sign. That was the confirmation I needed. This wasn't one rough month. It was a pattern. 6 days later, I left. At the airport, my mom texted, family is everything. I replied, family should want what's best for each other. This is what's best for me. Then I put my phone on airplane mode and boarded. Barcelona felt like oxygen. I started early, led a hard project, and got respected for what I could do instead of what I could sacrifice. 2 weeks in, I checked my old number. More voicemails, same blame. A final text from my sister said the house fell through and it was my fault. Funny thing, if one no destroys your plan was never solid. Months later, my boss offered me a permanent track with bigger international projects. I said yes. I built a real life, better work, better pay, real peace. Therapy helped me name what I'd been living in conditional love dressed up as family duty. Then the twist I should have expected. My sister got arrested in an insurance fraud case. My mom called on Christmas, apologized for years of enabling, and admitted I was right to leave. My dad never called. That still stings sometimes, but it's clean pain, not manipulation. I'm writing this now from Singapore, where my next project is bigger than anything I imagined back when I was the selfish sister. She eventually bought a smaller house with strict help from her in-laws. We exchanged polite holiday messages and nothing more. Those 57 angry calls weren't the end of my life. They were the sound of the old one losing power. Would you have done the same? Or do you think I went too far?